Come on, you're just in time to witness my first breakdown. Cause there's a mile gone for every minute past when I'm stuck in this town.
There are a diversity of wildlife that we can find if we pay enough attention towards our environments. Even in our small bedroom, we can find a lizard or a beetle. In this short documentation, we have gathered few among the diversity of wildlife that can be easily spotted just with a little attention and alertness. Near fresh water, such as lakes and rivers, we can simply find some beautiful and bright-colored dragonflies flying around, making the scenery much lovely. Dragonflies are insects that belongs to the order of Odonata along with damselfly. They are usually found near fresh water because the larvae are predatory and aquatic. To some extent, the presence of Odonata may be taken as indicator of ecosystem quality, as the great number of species are found at sites which offer a wide variety of microhabitat, and the composition of microhabitat may strongly affected by the quality of the ecosystem. One of the most common wildlife is the hardworking social insect, ants. Ants belong to the order of Hymenoptera. They are easily identified by their elbowed antenna and a distinctive node-like structure that forms a slender waist. Ants live in colonies that range in size from a few dozen individuals living in small natural cavities to highly organized colonies that may occupy large territories and consist of millions of individuals. Ants have colonized almost every landmass on Earth. The only places lacking native ants are Antarctica and a few remote or hostile islands.
Come on, you're just in time to witness my first.
Many people are fond of ladybugs because of their colorful spotted appearance. Ladybugs are from the order of Coleoptera and can be found worldwide, with over 5,000 species described. The ladybugs are generally considered useful insects because many species feed on aphids and scale insects, which are best in gardens and agricultural fields. Ladybugs can secrete a fluid from joints in their legs, which give them a filthy taste. Their coloring is likely a reminder to any animal that have tried to eat their kind before, which says, "I taste awful." A threatened ladybug may both play dead and secrete the unappetizing substance to protect itself.
Cause there's a mile gone for every minute past when I'm wasting space in this town.
Butterfly is a mainly day-flying insect of the order Lepidoptera, which includes the butterflies and moths. Butterflies feed primarily on nectar from flowers, but some also derive nourishment from pollen and tree sap. Despite their variation in colors, butterflies' vision can only see in red, green, and yellow. Butterflies use their antenna to sense the air for wind and scent. The antenna come in various shapes and colors. A butterfly's sense of taste is 200 times stronger than humans and coordinated by chemoreceptors on the tarsi, or feet, which work only on contact to find out whether the leaf they sit on is good for laying eggs and for being the caterpillar's food or not. Butterflies are among the most successful groups of insects. They are found on all continents and inhabit all terrestrial habitats except Antarctica.
Don't call the doctors, I don't need no medication. I just need one more vacation and make it last.
We can catch a glance of birds every time we pass through a street or any field. The most common yet adorable birds are the Eurasian tree sparrow. The Eurasian tree sparrow are the active terrestrial birds that usually spend most of their time on the ground. They will fly in order to display during breeding, while migrating, and also when flushed by danger. The sparrow's untidy nest is built in a natural cavity or a hole in a building and feeds mainly on seeds, but invertebrates are also consumed mostly during the breeding season. They are widespread, occurring across most of the world except the driest deserts, rainforests, and the mainland of Antarctica. Within our campus, there are a community of swiftlets that can be recognized by having narrow wings for fast flights. Swiftlets are insectivores, and by that, hymenopterans and dipterans being the most abundant prey. What distinguishes many swiftlets, but not all species, from almost all other birds is their ability to use a simple but effective form of echolocation to navigate in total darkness through the gaps, channels, and caves where they settle for the night and breed. These birds are monogamous and both partners take part in the caring for the nestlings. Males perform aerial display to attract female, and mating occurs at the nest. These birds usually remain in one cave or other nesting site. The nests of some species are built entirely from thread of their saliva and are collected for the famous Chinese delicacy bird's nest soup.